under the bar. Proper hand positioning on the bench press. Now remember, this is a 45-pound bar. All right, proper hand positioning. You have rings right here. Some people will have to play with it to see that their hand does not go outside of this ring. It's very important. Positioning wise, bring the bar down to the lower portion of the chest. Bring the bar on down. When the bar is at the bottom portion touching the chest, which is going to basically hit slightly lower level of the chest, you should have a 90-degree angle here with your forearms. So bring your hand grip in a little bit. That would be your proper position. Now your elbows must be out to the side and slightly angled. All right? He's going to drive the bar up and slightly back towards the rack for a full rep. Bring it down. Let's go 3 reps. Down and slightly back. It's important to remember that you must have spotters when doing this exercise. And Jamie will just show you proper spotting. The spotter will help bring the bar back into the rack. Next exercise is the incline press. All right, this movement is going to work the upper portion of the chest. What he's going to do, proper hand positioning, go ahead and bring the bar down. Spotter behind, lifting the bar off to him. He'll bring it to the top of the chest, hold it. All right, when the bar is at the top of the chest, you'll have a 45-degree angle. Bring your grip in slightly. So the forearm is going to be perpendicular with the floor. All right, now drive the exercise up and slightly back. All right, 3 of them. Execute 3 reps. Bringing it down slow, touch and go in a controlled manner. All right, spotter will help bring the bar back up into the rack. It's important to always use a spotter. Bench press. Okay, go ahead and grab the benches, the dumbbells. The dumbbells up and in towards the center, slightly touching at the center. Now, proper spotting, go ahead and perform 3 reps. Proper spotting on this exercise is spotting the inside heads of the dumbbells, not the elbows. You want to make sure you're spotting the inside heads of the dumbbells. And remember, it's slow, and it's also a touch and go controlled manner. And proper breathing, it's important that you always breathe with this exercise. The form is going to be to dump the dumbbells up when you get heavier on this lift. Go ahead and bring it up. All right, he's got it at his armpit. He's going to drive the dumbbells up and in. And again, proper spotting is spotting the heads of the dumbbells. It's slow in a controlled manner, touch and go. Let's move on to assistant movements for the bench press and incline. We're going to start off with the push-up. He's going to be with his hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. It's very important you keep your body in a complete line, straight. You want to keep that chest out, back flat. Keep that stomach tight. Push up all the way down to where your arms are 90 degrees and back up. He's going to perform 3 reps of this. Now we're going to show you variations. This is the push-up. The next thing is going to be the Physio ball push-up. All right, with the Physio ball, just roll on out on the ball. He's going to roll out on the ball all the way out. Roll all the way out. No. Come back. Back up. He's going to roll all the way out on the ball where his feet are up under the ball. Or on top of the ball, excuse me. All right. Still a push-up exercise. He's going to go all the way down, 90 degrees, and back up. And again, he's keeping his body completely tight. Everything in a straight line here with his body position. That's good. Next exercise, clap push-up. You'll see on your card, single clap, double clap. Keep his body in complete alignment. He goes down, clap. Go ahead. Give me 3 of them. Now do a double clap. And a double clap. All right, good. That's good. All right, cut right there. Right, now we're going to perform our stick warm-up. Now this is following an active dynamic warm-up. First thing I want to do, now what you'll notice on your card is whatever movement you're doing that day, you're going to mimic the same movement with the stick, and then you would go into your actual workout. All right, the first thing I want to do is just do a power clean. So you want to have your hand grip shoulder width, chest out, butt out, keep that back flat. All right, looking straight ahead, neutral position. Your feet are right up under your shoulders. Hand grip a little bit closer. Okay, go down to where the bar is right above the knee. When they clean, they're going to come up, extend at the hip, elbows up and out, shrug your shoulders, elbows up and out, then drop and land and catch the bar. Go ahead and perform 3 reps. That's it, elbows up. Shrug it, fully extend, fully extend. You've got to fully extend your hips. Fully extend your hips, shrug it out, elbows up and out. Shoulder stick row. Let's start off by performing 3 shoulder stick rows to your left side, 3 shoulder stick rows to your right side. You've got a wide hand grip, and you're rolling the bar back behind your head and back and front. Go ahead. 3 rows. Now change direction. Now we're going to move on to the Olympic movements. There are around 10 different variations that we'll use. We're going to start off by performing the power clean. Before we start, I just want to talk you through some basic cues on the cleans. First thing, with the bar, you want to have your feet lined up under the bar. So your first shoelace should be up under the bar. Go ahead, get up under there. Your feet should be straight ahead. You don't want your toes out on this one. You want your feet straight ahead. Now she's going to have her body neutral position, looking straight ahead. Chest out, butt out, keeping that back flat. Now we say chest out, butt out. What that does is tightens up the lower back and also requires you to contract the abdominals. She's going to bend down, pick up the bar to where it's shoulder width, slightly outside of her shoulders. Pick it up. All right. Now in that position, again, looking straight ahead, chest out, butt out. She's going to have her wrists slightly rolled. She doesn't want them over rolled. You don't want to over exaggerate it, but you want them slightly rolled. Now this exercise, we perform it from a hang position. This is a power clean, but it's a power clean from a hang position. So we're going with this movement right above the knees. All right, go ahead and bend down right above the knees. What you'll see here is her shoulders are directly over the bar. She's looking straight ahead on this movement. When she goes to execute this movement, she's going to extend at the hip, come up on her toes. She's going to shrug her shoulders, elbows up and out to the side, and then as she drops under, she's going to pop her feet out slightly, about 1 inch to 2 on each side, then rotate her elbows up under the bar for the recovery of the bar. Go ahead and perform 3 reps. Shrug it out. Okay, you want to fully extend on this movement, fully extend. That's good. All right, and you'll notice that she resets her feet between each reps. That's good. All right, go ahead and bring it back up in a slower position. When you catch this bar, elbows must be up parallel with the floor. It's very important. Now, some people may have problems keeping those elbows up. What you'll need to do is just let the bar roll back to your fingertips and relax it in your hand in order to get the elbows up. But again, in this position, you can see this is in the same position as a front squat. That's why we performed the front squat exercise. Okay, the exercise we're going to perform is called a power snatch. Again, we're going to perform this movement from a hang position right above the knees. Now, when she picks the bar up, what you'll notice is she's got a wide hand grip on this. Go ahead and pick the bar, stand up. With this movement, you've got a ring. When you go to line yourself up with this particular exercise, the way you will set your hands on the bar, she's going to bring the bar up, elbows up and out to the side. When she's got the bar at this position, get the elbows up more, elbows up more. Not the bar up more, elbows up more. At that position, it should be perpendicular with the bar. Bring it back down. Okay? That's the way you would set it. Now, the bar is a little bit heavy to do that. Normally, we'll just take a stick, bring it up there, and measure it out for her. Okay? Now, she's going to have chest out, butt out, keeping that back flat, face neutral, looking straight ahead. Her feet, again, are slightly wider than shoulder width, so it's a little bit wider than on the clean movement. All right, wider just slightly. All right? Wrist slightly rolled, looking straight ahead. She's going to extend at the hip, elbows up and out. She's going to shrug, elbows up and out to the side, drop under the bar, push her head slightly forward because the bar is going to end up slightly behind her ears on this movement. Then she stands up and recovers the bar to complete the movement, brings it back down, gets back into position. You'll notice she resets her feet on this one. Perform 3 reps on this. She shrugs it, elbows up and out to the side. Perform a variation of the power clean and power snatch. If you don't have access to do the Olympic movements with the bar, you can perform it with a dumbbell. Now, the first exercise we're going to do is perform a Dumbell Clean. Remember, chest out, butt out, keeping that back flat. You bend down, ankle, knee, hip, pick up the dumbbells. Go ahead and stand all the way up first. You're going to stand all the way up, get yourself into position. Then you're going to bend at the knee, at the waist, and get in position. Shoulders are over the bar, face is neutral, straight ahead. You're going to extend, shrug, elbows up and out to the side, get up under. Elbows are up at parallel with the floor. Then you stand up, recover. Reset your feet. Perform 3 of these reps. Shrugging it, shoulders over the bar, straight up. Good. Stand up with it. Over and over. Chest out, butt out, shrug it, straight up. And again, this is called a Dumbell Clean snatch. With the Dumbell Snatch, you're going to have the weight in the same position as the clean, but the weight is going to be slightly below your knees. Now again, you see where the weight is. On the clean, it was outside your legs. Now it's inside your legs and slightly below your knees. Again, shoulders are over the bar, feet are slightly wider, as in the snatch. She's going to extend at the hips, shrug, elbows up and out, and drop under the weight. Right back. Remember, never allow that dumbbell to go behind you. Always straight up, keep it even with your ear or slightly behind your ear. Never allow the dumbbell to go behind you. And again, for safety measures, any overhead movement, you never want to lose the movement behind you. Always lose the movement in front of you. So if you got into a position where it felt like the dumbbell was going to go behind you, you want to get out the front, move behind the dumbbell, throw the dumbbell into the ground in front of you. Go ahead and perform that exercise. Straight up and shrug. Shrugging it and drop. Go ahead and do 3 of them back to back. Now with this one, again, she's got to shrug her shoulders, elbows up and out, drop up under the dumbbell. She resets her feet each time because she's popping them out. It's good. This is called a Dumbell Jump again. Chest out, butt out, keep that body, keep that back flat. Looking straight ahead, faces in neutral position. Your feet are shoulder width on this one. Now if you don't have access to do the clean movements, and if you don't feel comfortable doing the power cleans or the Dumbell Snatch or Dumbell Clean, you can do this particular movement called a Dumbell Jump in place of those movements. The reps would be higher on this exercise. Go ahead and get down in position. The weight's going to be slightly below the knees, get a little bit lower. He's going to jump up and shrug. The ground is hot cold. It's a repetitive jump. As soon as he contacts the ground, he's going to jump again. So he perform 8 reps. Just jump up, shrug your shoulders. You'll see he's keeping his arms completely locked out and shrugging his shoulders. This is activating the hip area, working the hip in a power movement, and it's also mimicking this clean because of the snatch involved. That's good. Now there's 2 different variations. There's a clean pull, there's a snatch pull that you'll see on the card. With the clean pull, your hand positioning is going to be in a power clean grip position. Now the first thing before you get under the bar, first shoelace is going to be gathered up under the bar. You set that back, chest out, butt out, wrist slightly rolled, shoulders directly over the bar. She's going to extend at the hips and fully come up and shrug. So she's extending and shrugging. Exercise. She stops at the top, pauses, then sits the bar back down, bending at the ankle, knee, hip. Reset yourself, stand up between each rep. On this one, you want to stand up between each rep. Set that back, chest out, butt out, wrist roll, shrug it, go back flat foot. And it's very important when you're doing this movement that when you come up in that full shrug position, you want to go back flat foot, then sit the bar back down. So you don't want to go up and let the shoulders down before you go ahead and bring your heel back to the ground. Okay, now go into a snatch position. Now she's going to change her hand grip out to a snatch position. Her feet are slightly wider than her power clean position. Again, shoulders over the bar, chest out, butt out, straight up, wrist slightly rolled, and shrugs. Pause more at the top. You got to pause at the top on this particular movement. Roll your wrist, then you're going to pause at the top, then go back down. Go back flat. A little bit longer pause at the top on this movement. One more rep. The next movement we're going to perform is called a push jerk. Now there's different movements on this one. I'll go ahead and bring the bar up. She's going to clean the bar up to her shoulders. All right, stand up with the bar. With the jerk now, you'll notice her feet are shoulder width. She's going to do a quick dip down, throw the bar up in the air, and then re-bend up under the bar, which is called a double knee bend. All right, again, keeping everything in complete alignment, keeping it tight. Quick dip down, throw it up. Now her arms are even with her ear with this particular movement. And then she stands up slowly out of the bottom, repositions her feet, bring the bar back down, resets it, perform 2 more reps. This is the push jerk. On the snatch balance, it's going to be very similar to the push jerk movement, except now she's going to go all the way into a full squat under the bar. A full squat under the bar. Now again, it's very important to have a spotter controlling the bar. If you ever lose the bar, you bring the bar down in front of you, never let the bar go behind you. All right? All the way down to the full squat. So push it and fall under that bar. Just quick jerk and fall under, jerk and fall under. That's it, perfect right there. And the bar you'll see is slightly behind her ears on this movement. One more. She brings her feet back into shoulder width and pops them out. Good squat position. We're just moving on. These are variations of the Olympic movements. On the clean and jerk, again, we do the clean from a hanging position. She's going to perform a clean, bring her feet back in, reset herself, and she's going to perform a jerk. That's the clean and jerk. Now this is just a regular push jerk. We're not doing a split jerk. Clean, elbows up, good clean. It's a separate movement, then a jerk. Then jerk. One more. Shrugging it, elbows up and out. Then the jerk. Back is going to be a lat pull. This requires the use of a machine. First one he's going to do is going to bring it down to the top of the shoulder, so this is going to be behind the head. You only want to come to the very top of the shoulder. Now remember, you don't want to come crashing the bar down on your shoulders. You just want to slightly touch and then full extension all the way up. Go ahead and bring it down. Head slightly. All the way back, full extension. This is a slow and controlled exercise. There's 3 variations. Going to be laid back again, just like doing it to the front. Now he's bringing it down slightly below the chest, but again, he's going to be laid back in a 45-degree angle, pulling it back and down. That's it. And this hits the back 3 different positions. And again, it's a slow and a controlled manner. You don't want to let the weight go slamming back to the rack. That's good. All right, this exercise here is another back movement. It's called a dumbbell bent over roll. Now, the side that you're working on this particular exercise, you want that leg down to give you some stability. She's got the dumbbell hanging all the way down. Her whole body is parallel with the floor, so you want to keep that back flat. She's going to pull the dumbbell up to her armpits. The arms are going to be up and out and all the way back down, keeping it completely neutral. Now, if you're doing 3 sets of 8, then you would perform 8 reps on each side. Okay, go ahead and switch to the other side. Keeping that back flat, pulling it up into the armpit, all the way up to the armpit. Elbow up and out, and back down slow and under control. The next exercise is called a bent over rolls. We showed you earlier dumbbell bent over rolls. Again, chest out, butt out, keeping that back flat. She's going to bend her knees slightly, then bend over at the waist. Her hand grip is slightly wider than shoulder width. Now, her body position is not parallel with the floor, but slightly above that parallel mark, and your face is looking down towards the ground, not straight ahead on this one. She's going to pull the bar up to her chest, elbows up and out to the side, then go down with the bar slow and under control. 3 reps. All right, a pullover press, but we're going to perform this exercise on a Physio ball. And again, this is back exercise. No, go from the side. On this story, roll out. On this exercise, you do want to spot her. She's going to roll out on the ball. Now, your hips need to be slightly lower than your upper body. Her head is going to be flush with the ball. She's going to start with the bar here at chest level, and her hand grip is shoulder width. All right, she's going to start with a press. Bring the bar back down to her chest, then pull it over. All the way as full range as she can go, spotter spotting, bring it back over, then press it out. 2 more. Now you can also perform just a pullover on this exercise. Now she rolls out of the ball. Now what we're going to do is still a lower back movement. It's called a good morning. What she's going to do, knees are slightly bent. She's going to be bending over at the waist. Now on this movement, you are going to look straight ahead the whole time you're doing this movement. Hand grip is a little bit wider than what you would do on a squat. So you don't want a close hand grip on this particular movement. She's going to go down to where she's slightly above parallel and back up. That's good. Perform 2 more reps on this movement. On this movement, she's looking straight ahead. Now, you've got to have a spotter on this particular movement. You're looking straight ahead again. You're bending. Now, you want your knees slightly bent so you feel the hamstring. You're going to bend over at the waist, looking straight ahead, and back up. You're good. You're not going to. That's good. Go ahead and perform 2 more. And again, this movement can be performed on a bench press or a ball. We're going to move on to the bicep movements. First thing we're going to perform here is a straight bar curl. Again, body positioning, feet shoulder width, knees slightly bent. His body's in straight alignment. His hand grip is slightly wider than shoulder width. He's going to curl, bend at the elbow, bringing the bar all the way up, full range of motion, going back down slow. And again, this is a straight bar curl. Going down slow, full extension at the bottom on this movement. Now you can also perform this movement with an easy curl bar, which is the curl bar. The little small curl bars, they normally weigh about 25 pounds. That's good. On the dumbbell curls. Dumbbells are down to his side. He's going to bring them up. When he brings it up, he's going to alternate on this particular movement. He'll bring it up, bend it in towards the body, go back down, bring the dumb back down straight to the body. Again, knees slightly bent, body positioning straight. Again, this is dumbbell curls. This movement can also be performed in a seated position on the end of a bench press. Now we're going to curls and then hammer curls. With the Zottman curls, he's going to bring them both up, then he's going to flip it and go down with it, just like in a reverse curl position. Keep the elbows tucked into your body, go all the way down, full range of motion. Keeping it in tight, full range of motion. This is where it is, right beside his body. All he's doing with this motion is coming straight up, keeping the heads of the dumbbell straight up in the air, and back down. And again, when you're doing these movements, you want to make sure you're not swinging. So you don't want to use a resistance that requires you to swing your body. If on your card it says 10 and a burn, you know burn means as many reps as you can do. Now he's going to perform a forearm exercise, which is this reverse curls. Again, his hand grip is shoulder width. It's the same movement as the curling position. He's going to bend at the elbow, bring the bar all the way full range, and back down. Remember, keep the elbows in tight. Keep the wrist straight on this movement. This movement is called a crazy 8. With this movement, it requires a partner. One partner will perform a rep, then hand the bar to the other partner, he'll perform a rep. And then you go 2 reps, 2, 3 reps, and so forth, all the way up to 8. Then you work your way back down the ladders. So you go from 8 down to 7. And again, proper body positioning, knees slightly bent, look straight ahead, keeping that back flat. And now they'll perform 2 reps. And they'll perform this all the way up to 8, and then all the way back down to 1. It's called a bench dip. She's going to get in position. Her palms are facing away from her body, and a shoulder width grip, knees slightly bent, toes up. You want to have it to where your feet are far enough that you can sit straight down. Go ahead. Perform 3 reps. Sit on down, bend your knees down. Get a little bit more. Now you want to go down, keep going, to where your triceps are parallel with the ground and back up. Now, an advanced variation of this, okay, stop. Next exercise is a tricep kickback. She's got her back completely flat, elbows tucked in. She's going to kick the weight back, squeeze it, come back down slow. This is a tricep kickback. Another variation, we'll perform a tricep extension. Again, this is the easy curl bar. It's a curled bar. It's about a 25-pound bar. Your hand grip is going to be shoulder width. You want to keep your elbows tucked in. You're going to bend at the elbow, bring the bar down to your forehead, and then back up. You want to make sure that you keep it completely straight here. You don't want it to bend here at the back. And again, this is a tricep extension. That's good. All right, bringing it up and out to the side. You want to maintain a slight bend in the elbow on this movement. A little bit more out this way. Okay. Now you're going to perform a front raise. Next exercise. Again, elbows are slightly bent. Now we're going to perform the shoulder combo. This is called a straight bar shoulder combo. There's 3 movements, and normally the reps are 6, 8, 8. There's 6 front raises. She's going to perform 3 front raises. Slightly bent elbow. Bring it out. It's too much bend. Straighten it a little more. So you perform 6 of these. Now she's going to perform upright roll. Again, elbows up and out to the side, bringing the bar to your chin, slow going down. So your hand positioning is going to change on the bar. It's going to be a little bit narrower position. Okay. And now neck press. So now it's going to be a wide hand grip. You're going to bring the bar down to where it's even with your ears and back up. You don't want to go below your ears. You're going to go even with your ears. Now her head position is when she brings it down even with her ears, she's got a 90-degree angle. Okay, now we're going to perform some rotator cuff movements. This first movement is going to be an internal rotation with your hands tucked into, with your elbow tucked into your side. You want to keep a 90-degree angle. Have this hand over here holding that elbow in. She's going to go out to the side as far range as she could go and back in. So she's internally rotating the dumbbell into her. And you may use a plate. If the 5-pound dumbbells are too heavy, you can use a 2.5-pound plate on this particular movement. Another variation to bring the arm out to the side, and this is for a sport like volleyball or any type of sport that's going to be overhead movement. You want to do yours this way. It's another internal rotation. She's going to bring it down. This way. Bring it down this way. She's going to bring it down this way, and then internally rotate it. All right, then also stomach and performing the same external rotation on your stomach, which I think is a better movement because here you don't have as much stability. Okay, that's good. That's good. Jamie's going to give.